Walking is one of the best weight loss hacks that you can ever do. I encourage 10,000 steps per day or more to be part of your life. And I wanted to tell you in this video why I think walking every day is one of the best weight loss hacks you can do, but it also builds other things like confidence. It builds endurance. It gets you to get movement in your body, especially as you get older. And the benefits are so much beyond any sort of weight issue that you have or things that you're trying to do to not just lose weight, but also maintain it. I think what's even more important is the confidence. And as somebody who's walked over 2 years straight of at least 10,000 steps or more, I find that it's really, really important to be able to have something that you can do every single day that you can be proud of. And if that's all you get done, great, okay. But you got something that you won at. How much better is that? If you're like me, how much better is it than to have 20 things on the list and you get 0 of them done, but they're on the list. You've thought about them. You've done all kinds of rigmaroles around it, not accomplishing it. But you just decided, hey, I have these things on my list. But then you get tired of being a fake poser and you realize, oh, I'm not even getting anything done. I have all these things on the list, but they're not getting done. So I find that walking for me was literally like baby steps to get some confidence, to get some wins, to get some consistencies that I can use in other areas of my life. And I can actually look at this stuff and say, hey, I can be proud of what I've done. I can actually look at what I've accomplished and said, hey, I've walked 10,000 steps minimum for 7 days, or 30 days, or 90 days, or you keep stacking it, and I'm already over 2 years of 10,000 steps or more per day. And no one can take that from me. And I encourage you to do the exact same thing. If you're looking for some wins or you need a good weight loss hack, I would say make that your daily pillar that you hit. At least one thing. Because the nice thing about walking is it opens you up to other things as well. But it's a matter of taking literal action when you do it. And it sets the groundwork. So for instance, if you need to start making some choices with your nutritional plan and getting your food on point, eating real food instead of fake stuff with tons of ingredients, well, I think that's also a very important part. I think that's even more important than the walking, but here's the thing. What I like about the walking is it's an easy shoe-in. It's an easy shoe-in to get on track. So for instance, you need to do a couple things with weight loss. I like to look at it as weight loss hacks. So for instance, I looked for different ways to hack it on a daily basis. So whether it's just getting more steps in, whether it's I eat the same foods every day for the most part, things of that nature. You know, I train 4 days a week. I focus on rest. I try to be grateful. I focus on trying to have as little stress as possible. You know, we're managing all these things in life. It's a difficult life. But I look at what are the things that I can do on a daily basis to be able to maintain this and give myself, personally, a bunch of wiggle room to make mistakes. Because that's how I look at it, is how much room can I give for mistakes? Because I'm not perfect and I'm gonna fall, and I may fall really hard. So what can I do to help with these risks? Walking every day, because it gives me something that I can look back on and say, hey, I accomplished it. I actually did it. No matter what, my hips hurt, but I still did it. My ankle hurts, I still did it. I'm not saying you need to hurt yourself, But I'm saying you need to get to a place where you have a certain level of confidence, and it's going to propel you to the next level. There's things that I didn't even know that were possible. But because I got on this weight loss track and I just kept improving and doing one thing after another, one step in front of the other, and I like to use walking as a top pillar, which is why I created an entire community and membership around it, because I think that a lot of people are able, if they have usable legs and they can walk, well, they can work on this. This is something that they can get some wins in. Again, everyone has different things. There's some people with certain limitations. But for a lot of people, walking is a viable option to get started. You don't have to walk 20,000 steps. In fact, I discourage you from doing it. You know, even if you're an avid walker, I think that it's an unnecessary thing. I think it's something to maybe challenge yourself, but to do it every day, I mean, I think that's a bit much, unless, you know, your job calls for that. You know, it's just something natural you do. But because it takes time, there's a real time investment in this. But I look at walking as something that is so simple, and it's like a low burn that's constant. It's something that so many people can do. Now, if you're wondering, okay, well, where do I start? How can I get going on this? Click the first link in the description. I did a 7-day walking challenge. I want you guys to go through and start there. You get 7 days in a row. You know, whether you do 8,000 steps, 10,000, it doesn't really matter. I like to do 10,000 minimum. My average is about 14,000 a day. But I like to do that as a non-negotiable, just because it's a marker. I know there's benefits. We can argue about how much of the benefits, or if that number even is that legitimate. Is it necessary? My point is you have to pick and make a decision on something. And I feel that for the benefits that I get, 10,000 is a really good number for me. And I encourage other people to seek that as well. But again, you do you. I'm just here to tell you what's worked for me. And so start with a 7-day walking challenge, and then jump into our paid monthly membership community, because I'm creating one for people who really want to take this serious and walk and get transformation. You want real results, and you want to keep it off. You're not trying to do quick results but have a faulty foundation. You want to get those real results and have longevity with it, so you're not having to continually do it over and over again. So again, start with a 7-day challenge, because that's going to give you the baby steps to go towards a 30-day challenge if you want to go to that, or 90 or 100, however long you want to do the steps. Again, I'm in multiple years and I'm going to keep doing it, but I just want to encourage and inspire more people to get stepping and to make this part of their daily life, and to become somebody who is an elite person who does it every single day because they're serious about their weight loss, their health, their confidence. And if you do that, and then you start stacking that day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, it's going to build an unshakable confidence that nobody can take from you. So we'll see you inside.